The invisible difference is one of the most critical things that most people know nothing about. This is something I want to talk with you about as far as why some people pursue their dreams and never achieve it. And besides, some entrepreneurs, they build businesses and they crush it. It's called the invisible difference, because there are certain things that are invisible about the person that achieves it versus not. And I want to ask you a question. What happens when somebody, usually on the whole, they hit obstacles, they hit adversity, resistance? What happens usually? They get all down in the mouth, they slow down, and eventually they quit. It's just that simple. Most entrepreneurs don't make it past a couple years. Not you. You have the invisible difference, and I'm going to go through 5 things that are hidden, people can't see, but are all part of you pushing through and achieving anything in life you want, especially if you're an entrepreneur, and especially if you're a home-based entrepreneur. Number 1, people feel fear but interpret it as a green light, not a warning. People that have that invisible difference, they see fear as a green light to go hard, not as a warning. And the reason for that is because they understand fear is one of those things that you'll always wrestle with. A new level sometimes brings fear. A new result and a higher goal produces fear. You're always going to have some form of it to deal with, even if it's just minimal. But people interpret fear, the people that have the invisible difference, they interpret fear as a green light. Relentless people treat fear as a confirmation. They treat fear as a confirmation they're entering territory worth conquering. Did you get that? They treat fear as they're entering into a territory, into a zone that's worth conquering. And that's one of the reasons why that right now we've been building a publishing company. And there are certain things that people probably go, whoa, I don't know about that. We're pushing right through. The reason why is because we see this territory as something that must be conquered and cannot not be conquered. You need to have the same focus. You need to have the same thing going on. Look at fear as a green light. Time to go. Let's go conquer this. In confirming it, if you will. Fear confirms it. And did you get what I just said? Fear confirms that whatever you're fearful about needs to be conquered, period. And if you're fearful about something, you must do it. And that's how it works, folks. I didn't invent the rules. It's in the Bible. And that's one of the reasons why that you need to take a serious look at that. Number 2, they convert frustration into fuel instead of self-doubt, hesitation, instead of delay, instead of procrastination. They see frustration as fuel. I've been so frustrated with this publishing company, and it's really been kind of taking some hits from outside of what we're in control of, but we know that that's just all part of it. And when you're frustrated, you got to take a step back and you said, you know something, these emotions could stop me. But when I feel this frustration, when I feel what I'm feeling, this is just a confirmation that it's time to move harder. It's time to take action harder. It's time to be more intense. Because anytime that you feel frustration, that's just a signal. That's just a sign. That's just a go sign in front of you saying, let's go. And that's why that fear and frustration often can stop people. But when you treat it as a confirmation that you must move through it, because if something's frustrating you, that's God's way of saying you've got to get through this so that you can grow bigger than the frustration. You can grow stronger than the frustration. You can grow beyond the frustration. Did you get that? And that's the reason why I'm telling you, when you become frustrated, don't worry about it. Keep moving. Many people attach their self-image, how they see themselves, to effort, not outcome. And these are the people that make things happen, because you're not going to, I've said this 100 times, maybe 1,000 times. Not everything works the first time. It doesn't work the second time. It doesn't work the third time. It doesn't work the fourth time. It doesn't work the fifth time. Nothing works perfect at the beginning when you're just starting to do it and learn it. And this is the reason why you cannot attach your self-image to the outcomes. You must attach your self-image and how you see yourself to the fact that you're efforting, you're taking action, you're moving forward, even though the outcome may be days away or weeks away. They don't need results to feel powerful. This is what you got to understand about the people that have that invisible difference. They don't need results to feel powerful. The active pursuit, the act of going after it is their self-image. See, some people, again, they need results to say, look what I've accomplished. People that have the invisible difference, even if they're not getting the results they want, they see that the movement through the obstacles, the movement through the resistance, the movement through all the different things that are trying to set them back, that is their self-image. And that's the reason why their self-image determines the results. It's like, okay, I got results, my self-image is good. The other is looked at as like, I'm still action, still moving forward, I'm good. That's the invisible difference. One is focused on outcomes, the other's focused on self-doubt. Number 4, they regulate their brain. The neurosystem, they regulate their brain faster than they can lose traction. Did you get that? They regulate their brain faster than they can lose traction in where they're going and losing momentum. Their superpower, and I love how that my mentor said this one time, Douglas, you must develop the superpower of recovering quick. Recovering emotionally quick. You must develop emotional stability before the setback becomes the fact. Did you get that? You must develop emotional stability before the setback becomes real, before it becomes the truth, before it becomes happening. And that's why that you must recover quickly. When something happens, when something stops you, when something delays you, when something hits you, when adversity, resistance continues to hit you, you've got to force yourself to say, okay, my brain is going to tell me in a few seconds, you better step back because I don't feel safe. And the reason why the brain's biggest job is the survival, and when they feel something is dangerous to your self-image and dangerous to your emotions, it'll try to pull you back. You must develop an emotional stability that's beyond words. You must develop a steeled emotional stability. Did you get that? And when you develop that emotional stability and it becomes steeled through the fire of adversity, then the odds of you ever stopping are slim and none. And the reason why is because you don't stop. People like you and me, you're watching this video for a reason. People like you and me, nothing can stop us. The only thing there's an exception, one, his name is Jesus. There's only one exception. If God says, no, I don't want this to happen, or I don't want it to happen now, it's not going to happen. You accept it and keep moving forward in a different way. So again, invisible difference, people regulate their brain in a whole different way, and they recover faster because of steeled emotional stability. And number 5, they treat obstacles as God's success gym, as character building, skill building exercises, if you will, not interruptions. Did you get that? The invisible difference is those people treat obstacles, resistance, setbacks as character building, skill building, leadership building, tenacity building actions, and reps as far as weights in the different, I call it God's success gym, because you are forced to do things that are uncomfortable in order to become comfortable with them so that you can get through them. Did you get that? The invisible difference is many people treat obstacles as steel building, skill building, results building, character building, mind building, emotional building actions as exercises, not interruptions. Every challenge that you have, and this is the invisible difference, every challenge that you have becomes proof that you're becoming the person capable of the next level. Did you get that? Every challenge you have becomes proof that you are becoming that person that is capable of achieving the next level. And that's why, whether it's frustration, whether it's fear, whether it's constant setbacks or anything like that, these challenges are proof that you're becoming a different person, proof that you're building something bigger, and proof that what you want, what you have, and who you're becoming owns the next level of business and life. Guys, we're doing something special here. Here's what I would do. I would take notes. There's a lot of things we're going through and going over that most people don't teach, if not a large portion of it. And I would also not only take notes, but I would probably send this to somebody. If you're building something extraordinary, let me know. Drop a comment. And if you have a question, I'll answer it. That's what I do. I love answering questions of entrepreneurs. And most importantly, subscribe to this channel and spread the fire.